We're here at ETH Denver, and I'm with Arjaan from Onicai. Welcome to ETH Denver. Now, walk us through kind of your journey into Web3, being basically like decentralized AI pioneers, and like how did you end up getting to this point?
Yeah, sure. Nice to be here with you, Carlos. First time you meet in person, right?
Yes, yeah, it's
So
my
that's,
pleasure.
yeah, so it's really cool. So yeah, my journey really comes from being a software developer, working in the Web2 space in the AI world, and at 1.6 months after genesis of Definity
Mhm.
of the ICP protocol, I discovered it and I said, well, this is an environment that is so much nicer to work with and to develop for and to securely deploy applications like AI, like conversational AI. I literally just got hooked. So as a developer, I fell in love with the internet computer. And then as I started working on it, one of the applications that we focused on was AI. And when I started working on the internet computer, LLMs, they didn't exist yet.
Yep.
So once the LLMs came into existence, that's when everything accelerated and we worked on it. And I was actually the one that got the first LLM working in a
I
canister. So
remember that. That was summer of 2023.
yes, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then I teamed up with Patrick Friedrich. He was also working on AI and the internet computer, and you, we said, well, this really can be something. So we teamed up and we founded Onicai. And that's
Yeah.
where we are.
Well, what before we jump into what Onikai is, like, what is it about like decentralized AI or even AI on chain that like draws you that you get so motivated for?
Mhm. Yeah, I think the real thing that we feel enables the internet computer by running the LLMs actually fully on chain is this concept of sovereignty,
Mhm.
right? That if your LLM is running on the internet computer as a smart contract, then all the arguments that you always have about, well, why would you run anything on the internet computer now apply to your AI.
Mhm.
Now, if your LLM is not running on the internet computer, you're watering down your security, you're watering down your sovereignty, you're watering down everything. Now, if your LLM is running on the internet computer and it goes through the census, you'll have a very much more secure environment where you run your AI. So
So, I mean, definitely solving like one of the big themes that I've seen this week is not just solving Web3 problems, but actually solving Web2 problems
yeah,
and obviously AI as the world turns itself over to AI.
yeah,
AI is going to become honeypots of value that people are going to want to hack
yeah.
into and tap. And so, like, that's kind of where you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, and then it really also goes back to the fact that the world is going to be agentic, right?
Okay. Yep.
I mean, everybody's going to have multiple AI agents, and what's going to happen is that there's going to be a time, and we're alumni of the Outlier Venture as
Okay.
well, right? And if you follow what their thesis is, they think the same way. There's a post-web world where the world's going to be agentic. You're not going to interact yourself anymore with the web. Your agents are going to interact with the web,
Okay. Yep.
and your agents are going to do work for you. And so this whole concept of I need that instant feedback from my AI or from my LM, that's just going to go away, I think.
Okay.
Because instead of you trying to do 100 things as fast as possible, you want to have 100 AI agents that are going to do the stuff for you.
Yeah.
And what really is important at that moment is that you trust your AI agents and that you are sure that they're not being hacked, that they're doing the thing that you want them to do, and that you can trust it. And that's why we feel there's a huge benefit from running it on the internet computer.
I love the fact that like it's this AI obviously LLMs kind of like rewrote it's a pivotal moment for the history of AI.
Yeah,
But again, LLMs just give you information.
yeah,
You're talking about a world in which AI agents actually are making decisions and
that's
actions
right.
on your behalf. And
That's right.
so having it be having a consensus mechanism
Yeah,
around AI
yeah,
is
yeah,
very
yeah.
important.
Because if you look at a lot of approaches that people take, is they kind of say, well, I need to have a powerful LLM that runs somewhere else, and they write like some logic, an AI agent logic on a blockchain, and then with some token and some security, they call the LLM.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's not decentralized AI in my view. That's not a secure AI agent in my opinion. I think an only only when you run the LLM plus the logic of the LLM that makes the LLM an agent in a smart contract through a consensus protocol, you have a really secure AI agent that I would trust.
Awesome. Well, so Onicai, obviously, your guys' team have a whole bunch of first. You mentioned the first LLM on chain, fully on chain back in 2023. You had like a first ordinal NFT that had a storybook component
Yeah,
to it, right?
too. Yeah. Oh, it's also 100% on the IC.
Yeah, yeah. And then now you guys have your proof of AI work, which is also a kind of a first of its kind. Do you mind kind of like going into detail what that is?
Yeah, let me talk about that because it goes back to this idea that, okay, once you have all these AI agents, right? And if you have them running on the internet computer, that would be awesome. But then, well, how do you then have all these AI agents do work for you? And we came up with that idea that if you have AI doing work in a controlled manner, in a kind of a consensus environment, you can create a protocol for that. So we coined it proof of AI work consensus protocol. And it's very much like the proof of work protocol, but instead of having solving a hash
Right.
puzzle, you actually have agents solve AI work. And because you're running on the internet computer, it's done in a verifiable way, a controllable way. And the protocol can then apply some logic to assign winners to the best answer, for example. It can mint some rewards and distributes the rewards. And that immediately puts into place an economy for the AI workers to be out there looking for work and to get rewarded. And it can run fully autonomous.
Give me like a phenomenal vision. Give me like a timeline in terms of like, are we talking years still out, or are we talking shorter than that?
No. So the proof of AI work, the protocol, the concept was published a few weeks ago. We wrote a light paper about it, and then we talked to Definity about it, and they really liked it, of course, and we got a grant to do an actual implementation of it. So we're demoing the first preview of the application at this event at the ETH Denver.
That's so awesome.
We got a really nice response already when we show it to people. So our roadmap is we call it Fun AI. Our roadmap is to get it into a launchable app in a month or so.
Okay.
And then we're going to launch it. They have a rollout roadmap for that. So yeah, we're talking about months, not years.
I love you had white paper release just a few weeks ago, and already you're demoing, and then you're talking about production in a few weeks or a few months.
We very much believed in building in the open. So describe it in the open, build it in the open. It's open source. We can look it up. They can give us feedback, and it's been tremendous so far.
But you had mentioned, and I would have never have guessed this, but like cost is obviously important for everyone who's trying to launch a product. And when we talked a few months ago, you had mentioned the fact that the unique capabilities of logic and data sitting together in a single environment for ICP actually helped you guys execute faster with less developers.
Yes.
Like, can you kind of walk through how that worked?
Yeah, absolutely. And it goes back to my first time discovering internet computer. Why I like it so much is because if you work on another environment, you can write an application and then you need to deploy it. And the sudden it's like, okay, now it's not running on my computer anymore. Now I have to upload it to a server.
Right.
And then you have to, now the whole internet can look at it. How do I secure this?
Right.
That is such a rabbit hole. If you ever try to deploy an application and secure it, it's you really need to be an expert in DevOps. You need to learn Kubernetes, security, firewalls. That becomes your full-time job. You're no longer developing your application.
Yeah.
You're developing the surroundings of your application so people can access it. And with the internet computer, you don't have that.
Yeah.
You have nothing of that. You just deploy it. And that goes back also to the fact that I want my LLM to run on the internet computer because I don't have to then build that surroundings around my LLM to make sure it's secure. So the cost of not having to do DevOps and cybersecurity makes it worth it to pay a little bit extra for running the LLM on the IC, right? So
yeah, I love that. And especially if you think about a world of agents, there's not
Yes.
enough resources to have a heavy complexity of it.
Manage your 100 agents running on AWS.
And sovereignty has to be simple, right?
Yeah.
All right, so where can people follow Onicai, learn more about proof of work, and then also follow Fun AI?
Yeah. I think the best thing is if you just go on Twitter, on X. We have an account there, and we have posted a video just today
Okay.
of where Patrick, he walks through the whole concept and he demos it right there.
I have to watch this.
Yeah, it's a recording of the DEAI working group.
Okay.
That's not a really cool thing of ICP. We have a working group where everybody involved with decentralized AI on ICP, we get together once a week. And projects they demonstrate their progress. So this week we had Helena demonstrate their hyper launch.
Okay.
That's a very cool.
Yep.
And Patrick, he demonstrated proof of AI work protocol and the Fun AI project.
Just a normal week with 2 major product launches going on and demos. Well, Arjaan, I really appreciate it. That's Onicai, Onicai, on ICAI.
Awesome.
Definitely recommend everyone check it out and keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.